Greetings. Today I want to continue on the subject of the secret of the conscious and subconscious mind. And I've been reading from Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. Here's the book right here. If you haven't gotten this book, I'll definitely encourage you to get it. And I'm taking my time and break down and explain to you what it really means to get into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and why feeling is the secret. And as I would have mentioned before, I would have written a book called Your Mood is Your Fortune. And it's very important that you understand that your mood is what's going to give you the results that you desire in this life. Because whatever mood that you embrace, it all have to do with your psyche. It have to do with what you are thinking. And so, all of these things that are written in this book right here, they are actually in the Bible. But you must understand that the Bible is a book of mind science, and that it must be interpreted to you psychologically. For it is not literal, neither is it secular history. It addresses the human mind. It's all mental, it's all psychological. So let me continue reading from chapter 2 of this book, Feeling is the Secret, where it deals with the conscious and the subconscious mind. And the chapter here is I said chapter 2, but it's chapter 1. Okay, sorry, it's chapter 1. Okay, law and its operation. Okay, law and its operation, chapter 1. It says here, control of your feeling is all important to a full and happy life. So you have to control your feeling and your emotion if you're going to live a full and happy life. Okay, but there's a way you have to go about it. And you must have a thorough understanding of how the mind works and how we are living in a mental universe. Therefore, he says, never entertain an undesirable feeling, nor think sympathetically about wrong in any shape or form. In other words, do not go to any extreme. You see, whenever you dwell in the realm of right and wrong, you definitely will have to go to some form of extreme. But when you understand balance and you understand the love polarity, it will definitely help you greatly to understand that there's only one power and we have choices. Okay, so it's everything have to do with the choice that you make in life. As a matter of fact, even the Bible says that I am God and there's no other. He says, I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. It also says that I am God and there's no other in Isaiah 45 verses 5 to 7. He said, I create the darkness and I create the light. I create good and I create evil. So when you learn to understand and accept good and evil is just the polar opposite of each pole, then you'll be in a better frame of mind and you'll be more responsible for the things that are happening in your life. So you would not entertain undesirable feeling or even think sympathetically about some wrong that has been done to you. Okay, you will not be pointing fingers. You realize that you're the cause of everything in your life. He said, do not dwell on the imperfection of yourself or others. So basically it is saying here not to judge. Okay, and even the Bible tells you that. Because with the same measure that you judge someone else, that the same measure would be meted back to you. And do not see the mote in someone's eyes when the beam is in yours. Okay, I do not see the beam when the mote is in yours, whichever way. Okay, but the message is not to judge others. So you have to have a thorough understanding, as I said before, about how the mind really works and understand universal laws to really understand what Neville is really saying here. Okay, he goes on to say, to do so is to impress the subconscious with these limitations. Okay, when you feel those kind of way and you're being very emotional about those kind of things and being quite judgmental and getting into your feelings, you would impress your subconscious mind with those kind of limitations. When actually we are just having a human experience, we are spirit, we're supposed to be limitless. Okay? So it all have to do with your mind. It all have to do with transformation. You must be transformed by the renewing of your mind. He said, what you do not want done unto you, do not feel that it is done unto you or another. And if you know the golden rule of life, the golden rule of life is to do unto others as you will have them do unto you. So you must not feel that something is done unto you or another, right? He said, let me just read back. Do not feel that it is done unto you or another. Do not have ill feeling and feel, oh, this is injustice and all of these things. Okay? He said, this is the whole law of a full and happy life. Everything else is commentary. Okay? Everything else is commentary. So if you want to live a full and happy life, you have to have a certain mindset. You have to think a certain way, you have to act a certain way, and you have to get certain information or certain knowledge about yourself. That's why self-knowledge is so important. That's why the ancestors have been always saying, man, know thyself. It's all about you. Every feeling makes a subconscious impression, and unless it is counteracted by a more powerful feeling of an opposite nature must be expressed. The dominant of two feelings is the one expressed. I am healthy is a stronger feeling than I will be healthy. So you see, when you speak in the present tense and you use the word I am, when you realize that's your identity, because your real identity is your divinity, you'll also realize that the name of all of humanity is I am. And the name of God is I am from generation to generation. You can never say I am and not referring to yourself. So never desecrate the name of God by saying I am and using some negative connotation. Or never say I will be, because you're saying that it has not taken place as yet, when everything is already done. Creation is already finished. Everything is just vibrating on a certain frequency, because everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. So you must have the right understanding to have the right conversation. He said to feel I will be is to confess I am not. You see, that is you confessing doubt. That is you confessing, fear. He said I am is stronger than I am not. It is better for you to say I am and affirm that thing, as I said before, in the present tense. So I am stronger, than I am not. Okay? So what you feel you are always dominates what you feel you would like to be. So instead of feeling what you would like to be, feel that you are. As I said before, live in the present tense, live in the now, because everything is now. Therefore, to be realized, the wish must be felt as a state that is rather than a state that is not. Which goes back to everything what I would have just said there. It must be felt as it is done. When you read about the creation story in Genesis and say it is done, it is good, it is you coming to that realization of how the mind really works, and how your mind is a garden, and how everything starts from the invisible to become visible, and it's you creating your world, and you're saying that it is good. It is you always being in the present tense. Okay? It's a sensation precedes manifestation. So if you realize that whenever you have a strong burning desire, it's a spiritual sensation, you realize that the sensation always comes before the manifestation. Just like in the physical act of sex, before anyone can partake in such an act, which is basically the creative act, there must be this sensation or this feeling, this burning desire, this horny feeling. And it's the same feeling as we will feel towards things that we desire for our survival, like water and food and so on. But the funny thing is that those who want to keep in a perpetual state of mental slavery, they have convinced the entire world that they have to sign a piece of paper and pay whatever establishment that is in so-called power to have sex without guilt and shame and so on. But we have to remove all of these things out of our subconscious mind by knowing who we are. Okay, so it says sensation precedes manifestation and is the foundation upon which all manifestation rests. So when you realize that when you have a strong desire, it's a spiritual sensation and it must come into an impregnation before it can become a manifestation, you realize just as a woman will get physically pregnant, so you can get psychologically pregnant and bring forth your brain child. All the inventors and great people who made this world a better place, that is what took place in their life. Okay, he said, be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your visible world. So everything that you're beholding in your visible world is started out as a feeling, and that feeling impressed your subconscious mind. And because the subconscious mind is impartial, your subconscious mind gonna give you whatever you sow. So my brother, my sisters, you are responsible for everything that is taking place in your life. That is why you need to know how powerful it is when you have certain feeling and emotion. So it's never too late to start having the right feeling about yourself, about others, and about the world. Your body is an emotional filter and bears the unmistakable marks of your prevalent emotions. Emotional disturbances, especially suppressed emotions, are the causes of all disease. And anyone who grew up in a society where people are trying to practice secular Christianity, you will realize that many people are trying to suppress certain feelings and lie to themselves and live in hypocrisy. And that is why many times many end up in all kinds of sicknesses and diseases, especially in what is called third world countries. And many people believe it's the food that they eat, but no, it's the kind of mentality that they have. Okay, but in the psychological world is the food of thoughts that they feast upon that is giving them all these different diseases and keeping them sick, keeping them tired, keeping them feeling oppressed and downpressed. It all have to do with their minds. That's why they are referred to as third world countries, because they think as third class people. Okay? To feel intensely about the wrong without voicing or expressing that feeling is the beginning of disease, dis-ease. You're not at ease in both body and environment. And we look at the world today whereby you can't say certain thing on the internet, or they're gonna block you, or they're gonna shadow ban you, and so on. And we see they want to edit everything. Okay? And there's certain things, especially in the time of the pandemic, the big scamdemic, you know, they were cracking down on people who say certain things. But we're saying that when you speak as you really feel from your heart, it is better. It doesn't go to hold certain things within yourself. All of those things can definitely form cancer within you. He said, do not entertain the feeling of regret or failure for frustration or detachment from your objective results in this ease. You see, you're not supposed to entertain feeling of regret, because you can't change the past. You can't change things that already done happen already. The old people say, do not cry over the spilled milk. There's no need for you to become frustrated. There's no need for you to feel like a failure. There's no need for you to try to change things, as I said before, that already done happen. Okay? That's why we have so much sickly people and we have so much inmates, because people carry around certain feelings because they do not understand how the conscious and the subconscious mind works. They have no concept about how the mind works. Okay? I'm just going to read on some and then I'm going to come to a close because I'm going to just continue in this book, Feeling is the Secret, and I'm going to continue to read, from chapter 1 and then I'll move on to chapter 2 and so on, break down and explain this whole book for you. He said, think feelingly only of the state you wish to realize. So in other words, it is more better and fulfilling for you to think of the things that you want instead of thinking about the things that you do not want. But most of the time we think about the things we do not want. That is why most people go in the mirror to criticize themselves, to find fault with themselves, when they're supposed to use the mirror to affirm their life, whichever way they want it to be. He says here, feeling the reality of the state sought and living and acting on that conviction is the way of all seeming miracles. I like the word acting on that conviction. You see, many people want to use the law of attraction. Many people want to use the law of assumption. But not many people get in action. And they forget the law of attraction and with the word action. You see, what people call miracles are actually you tapping into your magical self. And you cannot tap into your magical self without thoughts and action and feeling and emotion. All of these culminate miracles. So when you read in the Bible of a man performing miracles, it is you tapping into your higher self. And when you tap into your higher self, your God self, your Christ self, you will create what we refer to as miracles in your life, because great things will happen in your life. Because when you change your thoughts, you definitely change your life. You see, all changes of expression are brought about through a change of feeling. So as I just said a while ago, you change your thoughts, you change your feeling. You change your feeling, you change the results you're getting in your life. Let me just read on here. This is going to be the last one. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. All creation occurs in the domain of the subconscious. What you must acquire then is a reflective control of the operation of the subconscious that is control of your ideas and feelings. You see, if you will control your feeling and the ideas and the thoughts that come to you and you're in full control of that, it would mean you would be in control of what you impress upon your subconscious mind. So in order to be in control of your subconscious mind, you have to first be in control of your conscious mind. You have to be in control of what is taking place in your life. So being observant and being honest with yourself is very important, because you need to change in certain areas of your life because you're getting certain results in your life. So you need to change. So if you will control the thoughts, the things that you entertain in your life, you'll be able to impress the right things on your subconscious mind to give you the right results that you so desire in life. Now I'm going to stay here and I'm going to continue again next week from where I left off, because I really want to give you a thorough understanding of Feeling is the Secret and why this book is very, very important. It's a gem when you have this in your home and you can read it and you can have the right understanding, especially if you grew up like me in a country where everyone believed in secular Christianity and everyone believed the narrative of a God that is on the outside. It's very, very, very important. And that is why right now they're using so many different things to distract you and to scatter your brain like scrambled eggs. And that's why, things like TikTok and so on, if you're not being careful, you feed on the wrong things and become a consumer. And after a while, your attention span becomes so short. But my brothers and my sisters, learn to exercise your mind and have a very good attention span. So I want to come to a close here, and I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and if it resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you'd like to have a one-on-one with me, you can definitely reach out to me, and once the terms and conditions suit you, we can definitely have a great time together. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, and I'd like to follow me on TikTok or on rumble.com, you can follow me at Black Man Guru. And if you would like to take my $20 course, it's already uploaded on my page, and it's called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a course on self-concept. That's a bonus course for you. And so the choice is yours. However, just before I leave you, I just want to remind you that if you feel strongly led to support this work, that we have a PayPal, and the link is always down below. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I just want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.